Hello everyone, so I'm Neil Christian Riega, and I'll be talking about Google Workspace on Autopilot, AppSheet and AppScript for everyone. So for this is totally good for non-technical person and technical person, and as well as beginner-friendly session only. So all of you students and professional, you'll enjoy some bits of the talk, regardless of your level of expertise right now. Okay, I'm Neil, currently a software engineer lead at CFL, Pythonista, career coach at Cada Career, and community connector in different community here in Manila. So you could also call me Scared Meow. Let us start with one word. Imagine. Imagine that you're currently enjoying this event, you're currently enjoying your day, and like have this euphoria moment. You are actually like thinking, oh, I have a business idea. It could give me a lot of money. That's why you have like a brain blast. But the problem arises. You're a non-technical person, or maybe you're a technical person, but you're scared to actually build the product and lost a lot of time without validating your idea. So how will you actually do it fast enough and just using Google Workspace? So for my first part of the talk, let us have a discussion about the no-code magic of AppSheet. It's a no-code tool to help you get started with your ideas. So first, let us have a much deeper understanding. What is AppSheet? So if ever you actually have like tried to use AppSheet, maybe have like raise your hand there, or like anyone who love to actually also share it to your friends. You could like share it to your seatmate right now. What's AppSheet? But for me, it's actually a cloud-based and powerful no-code application development platform, specifically used by Google Workspace. So it is connected through Google Workspace. And for those people that's kind of like confused, what is actually Google Workspace? What is different between Firebase? What's actually different with um, of it on GCP? So Google Workspace is actually the set of tools of Google right now that we are using day to day in a day to day basis. So some of them includes Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Forms, Google Slides, Google Sites, and a lot more. But for this talk, we will be just using a lot um, the Google Sheet, Google Forms. Okay, so next, why you want to actually use AppSheet? So first, it's actually a customizable application wherein it's actually so intuitive that you'll have on a drag and drop interface with custom branding and themes. So here is what I'm saying. So you can actually see it's like literally just a click everything, then you could actually do everything now. So you don't need like to think of how do I code this table, how do I do the logic. So it's very intuitive. It's just like drag and drop thing for Google, and you could already have like tada, a specific app for your idea. So next, it's fast and easy to set up. Similar with other no-code platforms, AppSheet is also like a community-driven platform wherein you as a community member or me as a community member can also give templates for other users to use. So there's a lot of pre-built templates and components. As you can see, there's a lot here: order deliveries, Kanban board, project tracker, simple inventory. And if you actually see here, just click on it, copy and customize, look under the hood. You could do everything you can. You could also try it right away. So that's why it's actually kind of amazing to use AppSheet. Okay, next, other than AppSheet, of course, I said we want to validate our work, right? So in AppSheet, you could actually also automate your work. So you could create various workflow automation and connect it with your workspace. So for here, I have example. You can just go to automation um, part of the AppSheet, and if you ever have used Zapier, Make, Integromat, IFTT. It's literally like the same. And the good thing here is that you could actually build this workflow automation using AI as well. So you already have no code platform. AI is also integrated, so you will not be actually going to Gemini, ChatGPT to ask how can I do this, because you're already in one platform. Okay, other than that, you could also see similar with templates, pre-made templates. There's also workflow templates, so that you will not be reinventing common workflows on AppSheet. Okay, next. Other than that, we already have like kind of deeper look on the idea of how AppSheet will work or will create your logic with the idea that you're currently thinking. But the next part would be also having a data source, because at the end of the day, your application will be the best if it's connected to a dedicated database. And one cool thing that AppSheet have is the running meme, or the long running meme, na Google Sheets is a database, or Excel could be a database, but no one's actually use it. But on Google App Sheet, you could actually do that, and as well as connect it with a lot of databases. So for example, you can actually see here inventory app with around 3 to 4 clicks, you could actually already create your own app as easy as like that. So just go to extension, click the app sheet, create an app, then tada, we are setting a new app for you. Then automatically you could already check all of the your details in your Google Sheets directly to the app sheet, and you could also install it your phone or use it on desktop mode. Okay, so for the next one, AppSheet also have a good database system wherein you could actually see they already have an internal database wherein it's kind of similar with SQL, and actually you could also edit it like Google Sheets, but the caveat here is that it's all only for AppSheet, so it's more on prototyping and not on the production side. So if you want to have production side, there's also connectors for locally hosted or cloud hosted databases, specifically on SQL databases. And you could also connect it to your Firebase, if I'm right, Firestore. Good. So to wrap it up, the app sheet part. App sheet is actually wonderful. Everyone can use it. Non-technical, non like beginner in tech, you could use it right away as long as you know how to create your Google Sheets. You could just create your app sheet like for using 4 clicks, right? So app sheet can be a powerful tool for a person that knows how to use it. Okay, next. Of course, that's only for non-technical, or let us say people that doesn't want to code anything. But for the next one, AppScript, the Workspace extender, is focused on people that actually want to extend a lot of things on their day-to-day life. So for this one, let us define what's actually AppScript, Google AppScript. So AppScript is a JavaScript-based scripting language that allows you to customize Google Workspace application. So if you have like encountered things on your Google Workspace like add-ons, Google Workspace add-ons, you could actually do Google Workspace add-ons using AppScript. And other than that, you could also create custom functions and everything. So next, let us have this story again. Okay, so you want to have like a normal Christmas party, right? But the problem here is that you don't know who you parang sino yung magdadala, or who will be the one bringing this kind of dish, right? So water, main dish, side dish, lumpia, dessert, no. And the thing is that if someone actually pick the main dish, like you give this to your family, right? If someone pick this main dish, it will be a problem because other people could still pick the main dish, right? So with some sprinkle of code, you can actually turn a simple Google form to solve your simple problem, but ideally talking to your family what to bring. Syempre, mas mura yung iba or possible na it's their like delicacy, right? Could be a problematic thing, but trying to actually put some code on your Google form will help you. So for this one, there's like just a function that actually get the current active form. Then it will get your current item, and for the item IDX is like the index of your question. Then it will get all of the choices for this question and the responses for that respective question. And you could just filter if the current item is not equals to response. So if it's not equals to response, it will remove it from choices. Okay, cool. So technically, it's like just a simple function. So here's the demo. So if I submit lumpia, it should not be actually on the Google Forms, right? So I love lumpia. I think you also love lumpia, or is there someone doesn't love lumpia? So yeah, that's the simple example. But what if how we could actually push it forward? How could we say we could make impossible things possible because of AppScript? So let us say I want to create a game just using Google Sheets. Is it possible? Maybe no, maybe yes. But for this, someone someone actually created a Game Boy Sheets. So what you can actually do here is just click drag your Game Boy ROM or Pokemon ROM. Then it will can actually emulate um a Game Boy gameplay, right? So all of this is actually created using AppScript with some um, included assembly script to recreate this kind of thing. Okay, cool. But at the end of the day, um, complex or simple, it will not always matter. What matters the most is why you created the script, why you want to actually extend the Google Workspace. So I'll want to give you an example. So this was actually the first time back in May 9, 2022. I guess based on like the color, I guess you're kind of realizing what's the story all about. But that was the first time I actually used Google Apps Script, and it was one of the most memorable thing that I ever had done as a software engineer, because this is kind of rooted on volunteerism, and I actually started also doing volunteer works during that time. So the idea is that during the election day, there are actually group of volunteers that's actually currently getting the address of voting precinct for monitoring here in Philippines. But their problem arises. So they actually know the name of precincts, voting precinct that they want to visit or to monitor, right? But the problem here is that it's actually around 100 voting precinct, and and they actually need like fast way to get all of the addresses. But during that time, they're literally manually searching the voting precinct on Google Maps, and at the same and filling up a Google Sheets with all of those details. So the problem here is that during the time literally is an essential thing for them, and as early as possible that they can actually go to those voting precinct will be helpful in monitoring all of the votes for that certain election. So during that time, I actually someone that I know asked me if I could actually create a Google App Sheet, or if I could actually help them. So what I actually did is so in Google Maps API there's like a reverse geocode mapping. So you'll just actually for this one I do believe like I use both of them, creating a reverse geocode and at the same time cre- um, getting the lat long of Google Maps. So for this one, I also just implemented at least two Google services, actually three. So for presenting for like helping the volunteers, the Google AppScript is actually implemented on Google Sheets. And to actually get the information, we are also calling the Google Maps API, which is actually you can use directly from Google App Sheet without any payment at all. It is rate limited, but still, you could actually use it without any payment, which is so helpful for the volunteers itself. So we could actually see it here. So when we put the podium tagging or the podium Ortigas, it will actually give us the address, the latitude, the longitude. So they could literally plug it on their ways so that they could actually go right away. Okay, cool. So that's all for AppScript. So what else you could actually do, or what's the future for you on Google AppSheet and Google AppScript? So this is actually one of the future for Google AppSheet and Google AppScript that you could actually do. So this is actually coming from Google Workspace summit, or like for if I remember it right, it's around Google Workspace conference. So the thing is that this is actually one of the good things as a developer or as a builder, you yourself. So most of the time, what the things that you actually want to build, for example, you want to create a Google chat bot, or let us say you want to create your next big business e-commerce platform for a platform. So the idea is for you to validate your concept. Mostly we do UX research, market research, but at the end of the day we also want to validate the application itself, right? So you could actually start with AppSheet chat app. For example, for chat app, you could actually start with AppSheet chat app, wherein you could create a Google Sheets with certain rules. Then you could just create a simulation that it will actually works within your rule. Then you could technically create another variation of it, which breaks a lot of limitation of AppSheet chat app using Google AppScript. So for AppScript MVP, what you could actually do right now is still use all of the data that you use on AppSheet chat app on Google Sheets, then turn it into and embed AppScript MVP, specifically the newest Google Chat API, which is actually available. So this is more on the prototyping. Technically, this is kind of related with ML and AI stuffs as well. If you're doing that, you mostly have used a Jupyter notebook for prototyping those kind of things. And for applications revolving around Google Workspace, the prototyping tool is actually the AppScript, and the idea validation is on the AppSheet chat tab. And let us say you already have the validation that you need for both of the products. Then that's the time you could actually do a custom deployment, wherein you could actually code it right away on TypeScript or JavaScript, then deploy it on the marketplace. So that's what you could actually do. And for me, this is what I did. So the only way to learn is by doing. And by what I'm saying here is that I actually like did Google App Sheet again, once again, during the last year, DevFest 2023. So for those people that's kind of interested what is AppSheet is all about, you could scan the QR code that you can see in your screen. Then technically just try it out. So all of the data there is actually coming from Google DevFest 2023, but you could still try it out. For this one, you what you could actually do is go to my talk go to the specific topic of my talk, then put anything you want, like any notes that you actually gain during my talk, or notes from other speakers or something like that. Then I will check it. Okay, so again, thank you, Sambuangueños. um I love to be there, but because of some uncertainties, I cannot go there. But again, if you want to connect with me, maybe next time I could be there physically, and you could just message me, or you could actually see all of my stuff at mento.me slash scared me. Again, see you soon, some Bongenios, and I hope that you learn one or two with my talk. Bye bye.